I
don't
expect
wanna-
different results.
Yeah.
I get it, I
Yeah.
get it. And so, what would you like to see done differently?
Well, so my last agent, just the communication wasn't there. It seemed like we kind of just listed it and then waited.
You know, according to the National Association of Realtors, it happens to be the largest trade organization in the United States. 90% of complaints tendered by real estate clients is that same thing.
90%, huh?
Yeah, so I guarantee you one thing is I'm not gonna ghost you. In fact, you'll go into my database and I'll have reminders to call you at least once a week. And I feel that if you call me first, I lose. So I will always stay in contract with you, good, bad, or indifferent. You're gonna hear from me. I'm never gonna disappear,
Okay.
ever.
Yeah.
I'm like herpes. No, I'm just kidding.
Your video. So is there any
Yeah, is it, so like, yeah. So you've already told me that, let's see, I'm just thinking that you told me a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think of what you told me.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
No way around it. Well, let me, can I shorten this whole thing up for you?
yeah, just like a brief.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
When do you plan on putting your house on the market?
Sooner the better, I wanna get it sold.
Okay. Are you interviewing any other brokers?
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay, and when are they showing up?
Today and tomorrow.
Okay, why is it important to you to interview multiple brokers?
Well, I made the wrong decision last time, I don't wanna do
Fair
my
enough,
due
fair
diligence,
enough.
make the right one this time.
I understand the importance of that. So if I can show you what we do and it meets your approval today, is there any reason that you wouldn't list your house with me today?
I would wanna talk to the agents still, other
Okay,
agents.
all right. And what companies are they from?
John L. Scott and 21 Century 21.
All right. Well, let's do this. And you've had a chance to review what the Real Estate Solutions Group does?
Yeah, I have an idea. It looks like you do a bunch of, internet advertising and, there's student environment, so you've got a marketing director and this and that.
Well, let me focus in on that a little more and try to describe to you what that means to you. The reason we do anything that we do is to try to benefit our customers. And real estate is pretty much, there's no secrets out there anymore. So one of the main things we have to provide is service. That's where we focus, is customer service. So one of the reasons that I work on a team, I don't have to work on a team. I've been in the real estate business for a little while. And one of the reasons I work on a team is I choose to. I don't have to. I choose to work on a team, and it's for the benefits of my clients. Because that way, no matter what happens, regardless of what I'm doing, it can be taken care of quickly. And can you see the value in that?
Yeah, so there's always somebody to pick up.
Always. And what that means, I'll be the point person. If you need something done and I'm in Pacoima, I can get it done. Somebody's gonna be there to cover for me. Transaction coordinator is gonna be able to take care of any paperwork that needs to be handled. Our marketing director is gonna take care of any marketing snafus that may occur, and sometimes they do with this complicated internet BS that we have to put up with all the time. And we have other brokers on the team. If somebody needs to come out and take care of something, anything, it's gonna be able to be handled. Can you see where a single agent may not be able to take care of that?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one of the problems I had.
Yeah, and you understand how many calls I get from buyers, and I say, are you currently working with a broker to help you find a house when the time is right? You know what they tell me?
They say no.
Well, no, they say yes, but they're on vacation.
Okay.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
I'm serious, I'm not lying to you. So what I'd like to do then is indicate to you some other aspects of what our team does. We're a digital marketing firm. And so what we do technically is we spam the internet with your listings. We do it legally and ethically. And so with our Keller Williams Realty IDX search technology, and then what we do over and above that with our own social media marketing and our own technology to get the word out there to the interweb, your property will go out and be posted on probably 200-300 real estate search engines. Did you know that there were 200 or 300 real estate search engines?
No, I had no idea there were
You
that
know what a
many.
real estate search engine is?
Kinda like Google, but for real estate?
Zillow,
Yeah, okay,
Redfin,
yeah,
whatever, Trulia. There's hundreds of them, and it describes some of them in that information. I left.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so what our job is when somebody pulls up, they're looking for a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath house in Marysville that's 3,000 square feet, 2,500 to 3,500, your house is gonna appear.
Okay,
That's one of our main jobs. Then our secondary job is once it appears, what are they seeing? So then we hire a professional photographer to come out. I don't come out here with a little point and shoot. We hire a professional photographer that does things, I don't even know how they do them, to be honest with you. But he comes out and he's gonna spend about 45 minutes to an hour out your property. He's gonna take all kinds of photos. Then he's gonna go home and he's gonna upload that into a software and he's gonna merge. He'll take 10 shots of one room at all different focal lengths, exposures, all this stuff he does. And he merges all those exposures to create the best shot possible from that one angle of that one room. And so you get the best photos available for any area that he takes a photo. And if you wanna be out here with him and maybe offer some suggestions, he's a very nice man, he'll work with you, you know? And so when people open up the listing on the internet, they're gonna see the very, very best possible views of your home. You see the value in that?
yes,
And understand, I pay for that. I pay for the transaction coordinator, I pay for the marketing director, pay for all the social media pay-per-clicks, pay for all that stuff. We commit that money up front to help get your property sold. That's important.
yeah,
And so once we do that, we get it out there, then we have a system to track every single possible inquiry into your property, whether it comes in from Zillow, a phone call, a signed call, whatever. We know who called, when they called, who emailed, when they emailed, and then we follow up on everybody. That's one of the benefits of our team. We have inside sales associates that are tasked with just that job of following up with all the leads. And we have systems where if somebody inquires about a property, we get notified immediately. And it round robins all of our brokers until somebody picks them up. What that means is it calls every single one of our brokers until somebody answers the phone. And then they're put directly in touch with that inquiry. That's something else a single broker won't do because they don't wanna pay for any of this.
yeah,
So you see where that's different?
yes,
So can you see that what I've described so far is different than anybody else you're gonna talk to?
yeah,
Yeah, so let me ask you this, knowing what you know now, what I just described to you, can you see where hiring us to put your home on the market and get your home listed and get your home sold in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of hassle for the most amount of money would be a huge benefit to you?
yeah, it seems like it would.
Well, okay, so is there any reason at this point that you wouldn't just list your house with me today? I'll call the other brokers and said, you know, you wanted to list with them, but you chose to list your property with me. But please, we're inviting you personally to bring a buyer by, and we can just end this and get your home on the market and get it sold.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, thank you very much. So here's the paperwork. Now, we can get this signed right now. What I'd like to do, have you got an extra key?
Yeah, I do have an extra
Okay, I
key.
want an extra key. I'm gonna hang the key box right now. I'm gonna go out and paint an X somewhere in your yard to where we'll locate the utilities. We have to do that by law, and then we'll come out and put a sign up. Our listings go live every Thursday. Now, today's today's Wednesday, your listing's gonna go live next Thursday. What this allows us to do is synchronize all of our marketing efforts and our pictures that we're gonna send our professional photographer out to do, to synchronize them with Zillow. Because if I put a Mickey Mouse front shot in there off my phone and it goes up into Zillow, I'll never be able to get rid of that. So we like to create everything and be ready to push the button on Thursdays. That makes sense?
Yes,
And then you're ready for that weekend. And it gives you an opportunity to go make any final touches or little tune-ups that you want to take care of.
is there anything
By the way,
you would
after-
recommend I do?
Well, to be honest with you, I looked around the house. This is what I always say. Here's the ideal perfect world situation. Have you been to a 4 or 5 star hotel?
Yeah,
You recall what they look like?
yeah,
They're very inviting, but they're neutral.
Yes.
You're not gonna see photos of the owner's family,
No,
you know?
yeah,
You're not gonna see a lot of clutter. They want you to see the hotel room and you to move in. So at that point, you almost own it in your mind. It's your place.
Yeah.
We understand that you've got a life, you've got wives, you got kids, you got dogs, you got cats, whatever. You have to live your life day to day. We would like you to create as much of an inviting and neutral situation as possible. We wanna sell the property, the real property, not the personal property. And so if there's anything that needs to be fixed, fix it. If anything needs to be painted, paint it. Anything needs to be nailed down, nail it down. If anything needs to be cleaned, clean it. If there's anything clutter that needs to be put away, put it away. Does that seem like it's something that you'll be able to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest with you, your house looks pretty good.
okay,
You know, I don't see anything major with it. I look for dry rot, I look for holes, broken windows, you know, standing water, things like that. Your house is actually in pretty showable condition right now. Thank you very much, good job. So I think if you just go through and just live your life, maybe get your family on board to help you keep it decluttered a little bit, I think you're gonna be in good shape. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's get this paperwork signed right now. I'll get the key, I'll hang it on the key box. There's a seller disclosure here. I can't fill it out for you. Every single line has to be addressed. If you know for sure no, check no. If you know for sure yes, check yes. If you're waffling back and forth, you don't know. If it doesn't apply, it's NA. It makes sense?
yes.
It's actually, a lot of it doesn't even apply to you. You can go through it pretty quick. And so let me go out and hang the key box with the key, thank you. I'll go out and paint the X, I'll come back in. If you need any help with these forms, I'll give you a hand.
And
Thank you very
so
much.
you've sent it to me, you've sent all this stuff to me electronically.
Absolutely,
And then you've also brought it.
absolutely.
Okay.
If I have time, that's my goal, always. If you go out there and there's an extra key sitting on the kitchen table, the Form 17's filled out.
It's like when the old guy.
Well, I mean,
The old farmer guy comes into the car dealership with a checkbook hanging on his back
yeah,
pocket.
well, it's almost
Okay,
like,
come on.
well, certainly, so thanks for having me out. Looks like we're ready to go. So other than price, is there anything that we need to discuss today to get your homeowner work? No, what do you got in mind for price? Well, I'm thinking about $450. Fantastic, let's go. Boom, bang,
What
pow.
about commission?
What about the what?